Take a moment. Picture this. The world wakes up, but planes don't take off. Seas fall quiet, and one narrow strip of water holds the breath of the global economy. This is not history. This is not fiction. This is today. When Middle Eastern airspace shut down, it wasn't just canceled flights, it was a signal, a moment when the global system hesitated. Under normal conditions, countries like the United Arab Emirates restore airports within 24 hours, even after floods, even after storms, because infrastructure is strong, systems are trained. But this time, the problem wasn't weather, it was war. And in war, systems don't fail loudly, they pause quietly, and risk takes control. Now focus here, the artery of the modern world, the Strait of Hormuz. Narrow on the map, massive in consequence. Nearly 20% of global oil and 25% of LNG supply moves through this single corridor. This isn't theory. This is fuel for factories, energy that moves food, electricity that keeps cities alive. When this passage is threatened, the world stops checking prices and starts calculating risk. That's why shipping firms pull back, why insurers quietly step away. Not headlines, precautions. Markets aren't emotional, but they are sensitive. They ask one question: will supply continue? According to Bloomberg, Saudi Arabia's largest oil refinery was forced to halt operations after a drone attack. Supply paused. Prices answered. The Daily Telegraph reported oil prices reaching a 2-month high. This wasn't panic, it was a warning. When oil crosses $80 a barrel, the damage doesn't stop at fuel pumps. It spreads, slowly, silently. Food prices rise, transport costs climb, electricity gets expensive, factories slow down. That's why the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank are now warning global growth is slowing. Rate cuts once expected are being pushed further away, meaning one thing: the world stays expensive for longer. Capital hates uncertainty. When war risk rises, markets fall, investments pause, risk-taking money disappears. This isn't local, this is global. A freeze, a moment when capital waits. And waiting has a cost. The real damage never shows up on day one, it arrives months later. Remittances shrink, jobs tighten, government budgets strain. These don't trend on news feeds, they hit homes. History is clear. Every economic crisis comes in 2 waves. The first wave is fear. The second wave is reality. History teaches one rule: every crisis destroys paths and quietly creates new ones. Supply chains are rebuilt, infrastructure reshapes, new players emerge. But the rewards don't go to everyone. They go to those who prepared before the system stumbled. So the real question isn't whether the world is under pressure. The real question is, when the system falters, where are you standing? Subscribe for the next chapter, where we explore what happens after the shock, who adapts, who breaks, and who quietly gains ground while others wait.